There's been a huge change in the marketplace with people looking for work. 5 years ago, it was very simple to go and find a job, basically 2 feet and a heartbeat. If you were skilled at what it was that you were able to do, you could go and get yourself a job. Since the GFC, the number of companies looking for people have dropped dramatically, and now there's a huge number of people looking for work. And it's not easy. Plus, the federal government has changed rules as far as being able to receive benefits, which means that people have to send out in the order of at least 20 job applications a month, if not more. And so what happens is that HR of companies are totally inundated by the number of resumes they've got, and they really find it difficult. They struggle to be able to choose people. I've actually experienced extremely good engineers, for example, who are outstanding in their field, and they're just not being seen at all. So it's a huge frustration for people out there to be able to get an interview, for example. My name is Peter Mazzucato from Leading Resumes. I've worked in the recruitment industry for around 16 years. I've recruited and managed recruitment companies all over Perth, mostly in the resources space, technical recruitment, professional services as well. And I've seen huge changes over those years. The key thing that I've found is that it's extremely difficult now for professional people to be able to find roles out there. The big mistake that people are making is they're making presumptions about only needing to send a resume out. Okay, that's quite wrong. In this market now, you need to use all the strategies. There's around 10 strategies that you can use, and the resume is just one. Whilst it's very important to have a very good resume, there's also other key factors that need to be done as well. And one of the things that I do, because of my experience working in outplacement and recruitment as well, is that I'm able to help people understand what they need to do, market themselves well, and be able to get that interview. And also to coach them through the interview process, the sort of questions that people will be asking, how they can promote themselves in such a way to generate a lot of interest. So if someone were looking to get themselves, try and find themselves a job, generally what they would be doing would be they'd contact me, I'd sit down and have a discussion with them over half an hour to an hour to understand their problems. I'd look at their resume, would do refinements to their resume, or probably even start all over again if necessary in some cases, and then would look at their markets and see how likely it is that they'll be able to find a role, and also different plans, plan A, plan B, plan C. Working in recruitment for over 16 years, I got a great feel with doing interviews with people and understanding the motivations of people and why they do what they do. And I was always very keen on trying to help them find the right job. In the last 6 months or so of working in recruitment, I started working in outplacement. And this is where you transition people that have been made redundant and help them to get back into the workforce. And I could see that there was a huge gap in where people were right now and where they needed to be in order to get themselves a job. I love working with people, and it's so rewarding to when you help someone, they get a job and they come back to you and say, thank you very much. It gives me a real buzz. In outplacement, which is, as I said before, it's where people transition from being made redundant to finding themselves a job, or being unemployed and learning how to find themselves a job. There are companies out there that do provide similar services. They provide training in writing a resume and other things as well. But the problem is they'll teach you this skill, that skill, something else, but they don't really put it together, they don't coordinate it all. So what I do is I help people understand the skills they need, why they need to do it, and how to do it, and basically give them a strategy that helps them to get their next job.